Hello everyone, this is NHL Hockey Sports. Hope you're enjoying your day today. And in this video today we'll do a mock draft heel / draft lottery of week number 6. If you can see my other finger, that makes it 6. Definitely it does. So, I know you probably say in the comments, some of these teams, why are they so high up? That's not going to happen. Any scenario can happen, and that's what I do for 6 weeks. I'm going to do even longer. Keep it going. June 26th is the draft lottery. So, phase 1 potentially be the only phase. Could potentially be phase 2. But we'll see how that goes. June 26th. That is next Friday. So, on that Friday, we will do one. So, I hope you'll enjoy. Definitely, I don't know what time that might be, but hopefully get it before that happens. I might tape it on a Thursday, post it on a Friday, we'll see. But let's get into the top 15. Here we go. Starting off with the Calgary Flames. Hendrix Lapriel. He's a center, Canadian center. He can be interesting for the Calgary Flames. He has been injured last year, hasn't been the best with that with his injuries, struggle with injuries, but he's a good center, solid center. He can do some good stuff. Couple years, he might become that good NHL solid center for the Calgary Flames. It'll be interesting how that goes. Lapriel might drop from 15 to 20 late in the first round. But Lapriel, because of that injury, but I'm going to put Lapriel at number 15 this time. The Flames pick Lapriel. Moving on to number 14. And that is Dylan Holloway. Dylan Holloway is that guy who's a good winger. Of course, the Rangers do have good forward depth and defense, but in goaltending, right? But they could add a guy like Holloway if, like we say, the Hurricanes go win. They could get a good draft pick here, and that means number 14 will be Dylan Holloway, which would be interesting of a pick. Moving on to number 13. Connor Zary, a good center. Can be very interesting for the Blue Jackets. Of course, they have Dubois, they have Jenner, Weinberg, even Riley Nash. Adding Zary could be a very interesting pick. He's from the U.S., good center. I think he's from the U.S., pretty sure. And he could do some good stuff. Connor Zary can be a good center, solid center, kind of like Lapriel. I would say Zary is definitely better than Lapriel, definitely Connor Zary. So he could be something that'd be very interesting and could be really the future of the Blue Jackets if they get knocked out by the Maple Leafs. In this instance, they do, which, they tried the best. Moving on. Anton Lundell goes to the Devils here. Now you're probably saying, Lundell, we have enough centers. The Devils have Hishu, they have Hughes. That's enough. Not another center. Please pick a winger or a defenseman. Okay, but what if I tell you draft not by position, but you draft by the best player available? And I dropped Lundell because people talk about dropping Lundell here, and I had not done it. So I thought this would be an appropriate video to drop Lundell to number 12 to the Devils, which would be Coyotes' original pick. But if the Coyotes did get that pick, it would be in the top 3. And then that means the Devils get the 2021 first overall automatically, no conditions added. So Lundell, best player available, that's the one you go for. that is the best idea to go for, but drafting by position is always a bad idea. But Lundell is a great defensive center. He has that defensive ability, but he's a two-way center. He is a guy like Sean Couturier, Patrice Bergeron, that Selke Trophy future winner, hopefully soon. Moving on to number 11. And I believe I had him here before with the Panthers. Jake Sanderson to the Panthers, and this would be fantastic because the Panthers do have great goal scoring. They have okay defense this year. Okay goaltending this year. Defense, that's a struggle. Now, of course, you have Yandel Ekblad, who wasn't bad. Matheson was okay. After that was okay, but Sanderson could be a good future defenseman, second best defenseman in this draft, I have to say. So, number 11, if the Panthers get him, that's a good pick. And that might be over Lundell here, like you see here, but it might be a solid pick. And the Panthers, hey, you pick him up, he can be something in the next couple of years, a gem in the rough. Well, not in the rough, but a good gem at number 11. Moving on to number 10. Here we go. And that is Yaroslav Askarov. Yaroslav Askarov is probably one of the best goaltenders out there in this draft. He is the best goaltender in that draft. Has probably one of the best futures as a goaltender coming here, and the Blackhawks would get that guy back in the mind thinking, okay, we have Yaroslav Askarov, thinking in the back of the mind, okay, Stan Bowen's gonna think, we have Askarov, okay, if they go draft him, we have Askarov, okay, right now we have Crawford, we'll see how much longer he'll take. We have to bring in a substitute player, a goaltender for a couple of years. Yeah, we'll do that. Wait for Askarov. Alright, Askarov's here. Bring in a nice experienced backup goalie that can help out Askarov. They can do a nice back and forth duo there. Maybe a little too much pressure. But Askarov could be a great goaltender for the Blackhawks. And it might be a little bold and daring. But if that works out, that's an absolute gem for you. Is the Blackhawks willing to take that big step and that boldness to pick Yaroslav Askarov? Or they're kind of like, let's get someone who's not so risky, because any goal you pick is risky. Even in 05, with Carey Price, 5th overall, Montreal picked, that's a risky pick, but guess what? It worked out for Montreal, and they won that. So, just to put it out there, if it works for them, it's great. If it doesn't, it burns. It really does. So, you gotta really know what you're talking about. And if it works out, like I said, it's amazing. If it doesn't, crash and burn, it hurts a lot if you don't get them to work out. So, moving on to number 9, especially if they're in the top 10, and it doesn't work out. It's annoying for any team. Alright, moving on to number 9. You're probably thinking, does this mean the Wild would move on to the first round of the playoffs? Yes. Canucks, actually, I have the spinning wheel thing. Who gets the next pick? Who gets the next one? Canucks got number 9. Okay? Does this really happen? No, but here's a scenario. Okay? I put the Wild last couple times. It's gotta be time to put in these Canucks, and it was about time. Okay? So the Canucks, number 9. Okay, and they pick Holtz. Now, even if they don't make it, since they get knocked out and the Wild move on, I gotta say, the Canucks get the best goal scorer in this draft. He does amazing stuff. He worked on his defense a little to really help himself, but his offense, he has the nose of the net. He's that guy who can put the puck in the net. Best goal scorer in this 2020 draft. Last year, it was Caulfield. This year, is Holtz. Okay, Holtz can be a solid player. We've been talking about Holtz for many years, ever since like 2017. Okay, he's been out there. He's been waiting for this time. And if the Canucks get him, my goodness. Yeah, you don't move on, but you do get another gem. Definitely. Moving on to number 8. And that is Cole Perfetti. Cole Perfetti is that offensive dynamic scorer. Yes, he's kind of a sentinel. You can move him to the wing, which would probably help him out. Hey, play with Eichel. Haha. Play with on the second line, third line. We'll see how that goes. But probably wait a year for him. But really, Perfetti could be an interesting pick. Cole Perfetti, great goal scorer. He can do some stuff with them. Could they use a defenseman or goalie? Probably a goalie. But do they go after Askarov? That would be a risk. And do they want to take that much of a risk? Probably not, but Perfetti is not much of a risk at all. He's a guy who can score, dynamic. He's fantastic. He is a great player. He can go higher than number 8, but I have him at number 8 to the Buffalo Sabres. Let's go on to number 7. This one might shock you just a little, but it's been talked about, and I had to do it because I haven't done it yet, so it's time to do it in week 6. And if you just ask me right now, did you just do it? And I'm going to say, yes, I did. Jack Quinn, okay, goes to the Devils. He had an absolute incredible season this year. 1920 season, just absolute fantastic. What he did, jumping up the rankings, what he has done this season, my goodness, he was fantastic. Absolutely. And the Devils might look at him and say, this guy did absolutely fantastic. We can use him on the wing. This guy can just do wonders for the Devils. Maybe wait a year, see how that goes. But that guy, fantastic this year. I hope he can keep some sort of momentum like he did with that, but my goodness, he was amazing. I had to bump him up. I have not done that in this time. 6 weeks, I've not done it. I had to do it, right? Moving on to number 6. Marco Rossi goes to the Ducks. I've been playing Lundell, Drysdale with the Ducks, changing it up. Marco Rossi goes to the Ducks this time. Very interesting. Is it ever? Now, it is very interesting. So, Rossi is that offensive, this dynamic center. What he can do is absolutely fantastic. You can have Zegras, Rossi, top 2 centers. Zegras and Rossi, we already know what Zegras is able to do. Signed a century lower deal. He's probably coming over next year. But Rossi, in the future, that sounds amazing. What he did with Ottawa 67s. Walk away and be like, my goodness, he is a fantastic player. Whoever gets him will get an offensive dynamic center. He can do amazing stuff. And I hope he pans out. All these players to pan out. I know some of them will probably be bust, but all of them just to pan out, just to be amazing. You know, that's hard to ask for, but who knows. Moving on. Number 5. This fits them. Best player available, and it fits best position they need. The Kings need defense. That's why they want to go after Mikko Lehtinen. Of course, he's signed with the Leafs. Drysdale is a fantastic defenseman. Best defenseman in the draft. They could use a defenseman. Yes, you have already Turcotte, you have Kupari, you have Velarde, you have those guys offensive-minded. Drysdale would be that amazing pick for them. They need a Drysdale. That would be amazing. If he's available, I could see the Kings swoop up and pick him up. Moving on to number 4. Tim Stützle. Tim Stützle is a fantastic German center. Yes, he wants to be higher than 3 because he wants to say, ha, Drysdale, get out of here. I am number 2. He wants to be, I'm the best German player right there. There you go. But nope, not this time. Stützle goes to the Ottawa Senators using the Sharks pick. They're like, oh, we gotta pick Stützle. Senators says, pick the player you want us to have, we'll take him. And that would be Stützle. So Stützle is a fantastic center. He can do some wonders for these Ottawa Senators. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I think he has the skill. He definitely has the skill. What he can do is beyond imagine. He has a high ceiling of what he can do. It's amazing. That guy would do wonders for the Ottawa Senators, and I can see him signing the Ottawa Senators. Get drafted by the Ottawa Senators. I definitely can see that. I can see that. No doubt. No doubt. I could see that happen. They get around 4, 5th, 3, 4, 5. Stützle definitely go to the Ottawa Senators. I definitely can see that. Number 3. Unless Byfield drops number 3, and they take Stützle at number 2. Just to say. We never know. Senators can go up to number 2 or 1. That too. We're talking about Lucas Raymond. Lucas Raymond is an offensive winger. It kind of reminds me of like Mitch Marner a little. He's that guy, he can do that stuff on the wing, just perfected himself, worked from the 4th line up to the 1st line, just knows how to work. He knows how it feels to have to earn that number 1 spot. He knows that he just doesn't get it automatically. He's got to work for it. He's that guy. If Stützle and Raymond go to the Ottawa Senators, oh my goodness, this could be just anything. Even if it's whoever it is. Rossi, Drysdale, whoever it is, for example. If it's someone else, whatever. But my goodness, would that be amazing? That would be super. Definitely. Moving on to number 2. And that is Quentin Byfield. Quentin Byfield is an offensive center. He can play a good physical presence. He's good on defense at the same time. His height, it's about 6'4". He has good weight. He's just, everything is amazing about him. If he doesn't score, that's not a problem. Because he'll help you defensively. He'll help you win the draws. He'll help you just be that two-way. Just absolutely, he is a fantastic franchise center. If Montreal gets him, don't worry about Jamie Drysdale. This guy has it. This guy is amazing. Quentin Byfield, he'd fit perfectly with the Montreal Canadiens. Hey, he's Canadian too. He's from Canada. How do you like that, everyone? Oh, there goes my cap. But, Byfield, my goodness, he's a fantastic player. Montreal, that would be A+. That would fix the center depth. Not saying we have horrible center depth anymore. We have actually pretty good solid center depth, but we will get that franchise center that we will want for years. We're talking about for years. Best center in the draft. And moving on to the one that you have not seen on this board, if you can notice which one that is, and you might already know, and that is this team. That's Alexis Lafreniere. I have not been able to get Alexis Lafreniere to, get the Red Wings to draft number 1. 6 weeks it took to draft the Red Wings number 1. Okay, finally, I was like, there we go. I couldn't get them to draft number 1. 6 weeks, literally, right? But Lafreniere with the Red Wings potentially, definitely could happen. Has the best odds of doing it. June 26th, we'll see if they can do anything. We'll see what happens. But Alexis Lafreniere, he's amazing. He's just that franchise winger. What he can do, can help out Larkin, Mantha, Patuzzi. You know, that can just take another step for the Red Wings in the right direction. Do what they need, even if they get Byfield. My goodness, that would be amazing. Definitely, whatever play on the top 4, they're not going any further than 4, so they're still going to get this amazing player, whatever position it's going to be. So, thanks for watching. Like the video, then the bell, comment, share. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. This is one that's more normal than any other week I have. More normal, like I said, but hey, we'll see how that goes. And next Friday will probably be the one before the mock draft. Before the NHL lottery, and June 26th is next Friday. But we will keep doing this after the draft lottery. Definitely. This will keep on going. Even if we know who goes where. If we know, hey, nails it down a little for us. So, thanks for watching. Like I said, like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. Trying to hit 250 subs for a special video. And I hope you all have a nice day. See ya. This is NHL Sports. Goodbye.